One of my dearest friends that I have met throughout my entire experience of working with individuals that are experiencing homelessness shared his story about how he got in the situation that he was in. And his journey was really something amazing. He's a very positive, upbeat individual. He truly believes that God has put him in the position that he is in to help others through their homelessness. When I asked him how he got here, what his previous experience was, he shared with me, I was a comedian. I actually did stand-up comedy. There's snippets of him that you can Google and find, and he was pretty good. He was also a drama teacher for one of the local high schools that he graduated from, but it was a part-time gig, and due to it being part-time, he was never able to actually accumulate anything that down the road he'd be able to collect Social Security for. He also was a sign and IT guy where he went through and designed items for other companies and organizations, and he's actually really good at it. He made a design about my daughter in her Batman Halloween costume, fighting crime with all of the Batman characters in the background. So he's clearly talented. In addition to that, his most favorite role in the entire world was being a Macy's Santa Claus. He was in Macy's Santa Claus for years and years and years. But again, with it being seasonal work, it really didn't help contribute to his Social Security fund for when he turned 65. He had the biggest soul in the world, and as I said, his only goal in life is to service others. He found himself, due to his occupations, not being able to afford things on his own, so he moved into his sister's apartment. There they lived together for several years, quite happy. Well, at least he was. She quite often would get frustrated because he would help out others in need by bringing them into the house, providing them with some of his money. He found himself sometimes not able to pay his part of the rent, but still contributed to those that were in need. His sister was not overly happy with his open heart and open wallet, and eventually she reconnected with one of her ex-boyfriends, and they decided that it was time for my friend to leave. So they asked him to go, and he had no money, just a car, and he found himself homeless. My friend has been homeless for roughly 10 years now at this point in time. He has himself with lots of health conditions, asthma, he's got a lot of allergies, he's recently been diagnosed with a COPD. He finds himself every day struggling in the very hot weather and the very cold weather because he finds himself in need of a shelter situation that he cannot locate because he has an animal. The majority of shelters in our area in central Pennsylvania do not allow you to bring an animal in with you, regardless of whether or not it is a service animal. And for many of us, it is the only type of family we have and support. So several of the folks that I have encountered that are experiencing homelessness are forced to find themselves living outside in severe weather, both winter and in the summer, so that way they can stay and protect their animals. And that is why my friend is still in the situation that he is in today.